Are live. Give me a moment to set up chat. Chat is not live. I'm going to make an interesting argument today, and the interesting argument is because the Legos have been such a hot collectible item, the price has actually gone up. So whenever people are asking for the price of the collection, they are referring to, I'm guessing they're referring to the original price. So we're going to follow the timeline. Oh, thanks, Alex. We're going to follow the timeline step by step and go back and see what is the average. Now, his collection is not an average collection. His collection is a vintage Star Wars collection. Remember when we talked the last relic, there are two types of Star Wars collections. There's the vintage one before Disney took over, and then there's the part where after Disney took over. So the collection that he has is incredibly valuable for many reasons, but for the true Star Wars collector, it probably has more significance because it is largely, if not all, sets where it was the original Lucasfilms, right? Before Lucasfilm sold to Disney. So I'm going to try to make two different claims today. A, these sets are incredibly liquid at the time of acquiring them. Now, I know that people will talk about duplicates and all this good stuff. Okay. It's only fair to go back from the beginning to look at these sets and to understand when did they come in, what are they, and where are they today. So the reason I'm doing this, also this, if I'm correct, this Ahsoka figure, if it is the rare one, I think it is. Again, I'm not a Lego expert. We got raided last night by who? Oh, I think maybe Alex is joking. But assuming this is the rare one, this one has like 10x in price recently. It's called Adult Ahsoka. So I was doing research on the minifigs. I was doing research, like assuming this is all the minifigs here. There's a Boba, right? There's a Boba Fett. There's a Jabba the Hutt here. You can see like clearly it's some green blob. So there are actually minifigures here. Some of these minifigures have 10x in price since 2023 when they received it. Oh, Nicholas the Oreo. Okay, thank you, Nicholas. Thank you, Pope the Oreo. We love the Pope giving us. That's awesome. Yeah. So shout out to him if he's watching. But very curiously, like, a lot of this stuff is the type of stuff that went up a lot in price. So we're going to take a look at this. We're going to take also Armin McNeff was supposed to go on, I believe, last night to talk about bricks and minifigs. He's been delayed for 78 days. So if you want to know how long, if you are a franchisee and you want to know how long you can deal with this, the answer is 78 days, right? Yes, Nick is employed and working, correct. So if you want to know how long it might take for your franchise to get back to normal, well, Armin McNeff has given this is probably in his head how long the PR disaster is going to last for. And it may be around September 30th he'll maybe settle. The interesting part is the live chat is open. So people are chatting, justice for Tattle. Like, imagine you're these guys, 185 franchising, and you're just talking about franchising. Has Amin appeared on this before? I don't know. Let's see. Nope. He's new. So if you want to learn about franchising, you can, in 78 days, which is a long time, you can go ahead and subscribe to this channel. And then you too can ask questions about the Bricks and Minifigs franchise. But I just thought it was kind of interesting that they pushed it back 78 days. So at that point in time, he's expecting that the backlash will be over. Okay, so this is interesting too. A former city councilor asked for independent review of the AFPT. And this is also interesting.
Galen Davis, his mother.
From BJC, that there is a case against the detective, the one who lied to Google. And the case is about wrongful death. So that's interesting as well. So I'm trying to give updates. So that's interesting. The BJC has done a really good job covering this Melinda Dore character. There's more that meets the eye. It's kind of a... it's a very sad thing, to be honest. You think the police is going to help you? Not in Provo, or what is it? What is this? Utah, Provo City. Provo City. Yes, unfortunately, this individual called Jason Todd Mace has died. And you can see the estate. And they're suing. So it's kind of crazy, right? Like, so the police do something bad, and then they get sued. No one goes to jail. Everyone just gets promoted. And then nothing happens to their pension. And then the citizens of said city then have to pay out. It's a really weird, it's a really weird model. Because it doesn't really, so like, yeah, Provo City is the main person they're suing. It doesn't really punish the police at all. Or, you know, like, it's like having a kid. If the kid is doing something bad, you want them to understand the reason I'm punishing you is because you've done that thing bad. Or even having a dog, right? Like, you have to punish the dog immediately if they're doing something bad. Otherwise, if you punish it an hour, 2 hours later, it's not really going to like, be like, why am I getting punished? I don't know. It's not going to remember the bad thing it did. So here you have a situation where the police, they're fighting pig, like actual pigs. Like, I think I saw a video of Medina Dore from BJC, like, or of image in my Discord channel, and they're like fighting actual pigs and stuff. It's very bizarre, but none of these people will be punished. Everyone, the hospital, they all... Which gets me to my other point. They all probably have insurance. Right? So they all are covered by insurance. The police, the hospitals 100% have insurance. The city probably had insurance. Oh, that's Ahsoka. Yeah, look. So some have gone up, some have gone down. There's an investment. This guy here is saying, like, retired Rebel sets. The Ghost, that went up 300%. Rebel Combat Brigade went up 300%. Urza, so this is all Clone War stuff. Urza's Speeder Biker went up a bunch. Discontinued show. So anything Clone, so anything Clone Wars went up a lot. So Clone Wars went up a lot, right? Episode 7, not so much. So, I mean, again, maybe Last Relic is right. So, look, episode 3. So, anything old went up. Episode 3 has gone up a lot since it's been retired. But episode 7, which is, again, that's the new Disney one. So, maybe Last Relic was right. That, like, Mandalorian sucks. Episode 9 sucks. That's the new Disney one. Like, anything like Disney Lego seems to have, like, crashed hard for Star Wars. Yeah, he's saying there's a same age, same franchise, 143% point gap. So if you're episode 7 versus episode 3, you're looking episode 7, you're not even moving. That's crazy. And look at this. So basically, episode 7, after 8 years, didn't even go up in price. But if you bought episode 3, which is the original trilogy, right? Hold on a second. What's episode 3? Is episode 3 baby Anakin becomes big Anakin? Or is it the start? No, it must be the original, right? It must be from the beginning. 1, 2, 3. So episode 4 is when they have the baby Anakin, right? Sorry, I haven't watched Star Wars in a while. No. I'm wrong. Oh, wow. Okay, so episode 4 is A New Hope. Okay, so I'm getting it wrong. Episode 1 and 2 and 3, because they went retro back when Anakin was a kid. And before he was Darth Vader. Okay, so what they're saying is episode 3, which is when, like, the Menace, right? It's with, basically Anakin becomes Darth Vader, has done really, really well. As has Clone Wars. So Clone Wars has done, okay, so Clone Trooper, anything from 2014 is basically gold. So, okay, here we go. So episode 1, 66%, episode 2, 177%, and episode 3, 143%. This type of stuff here is gold. Prequel. Micro Fighters also doing very well. Minifigs as well. Oh yeah, this is what, Jango Fett. Yeah, this is the Ahsoka Tano, is apparently like $500. Cloud City, Chrome Stormtrooper, Commander Fox. Rebel and Clone Wars minifigs are where the hidden value lies, okay. Cloud City. Betrayal Cloud City. And then here's some a bigger one. So, okay. So, according to this graph, which I don't know if it's right or not. Okay, the source of this graph is Fox Business. Yikes. Okay, so this is Superstar Destroyer 10221. Had you got in around 2023, you could have bought it at, it looks like 1,700, and now it looks like it's at 2,800. So it's done well for itself. Superstar, so like it's an exponential curve. Town Hall, like these are Lego sets. So the S&P 500 is here, the lowest one. The S&P 500 is the lowest one. And then everything else is a Lego set of some type. Which is like, look at the exponential growth on this stuff. It's wild. So like, you cannot tell me that like Legos didn't go up in price. I'm looking at a graph right now and they're shooting like to the moon. They've outperformed, just like Pokemon cards. This is what I thought. So when I was looking at the Clone Trooper yesterday, that the kid was, that the MS bricks got stolen, and then we looked at the brick link, and then people were saying, oh, last eBay was this. It's still double. It's still double, right? Look at this graph. Man, it's crazy. The chart tracks the index performance of top Lego sets. Some of them have up over 15,000% from their release price, where the S&P 500, Lego retire. Okay, so then they want you to learn from them like a class. Oh, duh. They have a Lego investing. So they invest in Legos here. Okay, there's not many of them, but oh, that's interesting. Lego investment. Oh, this is from 6 years ago. That would have been a good time to invest. But yeah, let's look at M&R Productions. We actually never looked at his videos before. But yeah, for sure, Legos have done really, really well. So I was watching his video. I thought his video was very good. We actually never watched his video before on the topic. So he was the one who bought the $15,000 to $18,000 of duplicates from Brian Menzel's storage.
To Mansell or Brian as a courtesy.
Like this, then
I have gone through.
Yes, One Piece and Pokemon investors are much worse than Lego investors. Lego investors seem like actually they like Legos. I would guess that 80% of One Piece investors are not actually fans of One Piece. They may say they are, but they're definitely not. I would also say 80% of people at Pokemon card conventions are not actually fans of Pokemon cards.
Now, the evidence that I can find, I just don't think there's much of a contest to be had here. They can debate whether it's $200,000, $80,000, $5,000, yada, 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 but we'll get there. But I just don't think there should be any question of whether or not Brian's Lego was there. In BAM's own lawsuit, they claim that the collection no longer existed at the premises at the time of takeover, and Crystal allegedly removed it due to theft concerns. But I kept hearing...
So this is very interesting because this is essentially a Lego expert revealing what we would have reviewed here, which is the pictures of the Lego store, the Lego inventory, and then he gives a opinion about it. Now, he was in chat, and he bought, I think, $12,000 to $15,000. That's what he paid. The retail on that was maybe $18,000 to $20,000, and he was able to sell it all in one night. And these were the duplicate sets. So when people say, oh, layaway isn't harming anyone, they're wrong, because this guy can just take the layaway and sell it in 4 hours, right? Because that's essentially what he did. Layaway is anywhere between $15,000 and $25,000. So if we look at CoffeeZilla's, and again, I'm just going to go off CoffeeZilla because that's the numbers we have available. I think CoffeeZilla's numbers are pretty close. Again, never going to be 100%.
$1,000 in sales that match.
So this is the Brian side deal. So Brian got paid cash. And this entire thing here was gone in 4 hours. This man here on a platform called Whatnot was able to sell almost as much as Crystal did in 4 hours. Let that sink in, guys. So we're not talking about junk. We're not talking about stuff that doesn't sell. We are talking, we're talking about, these are the duplicates, by the way. These are the duplicates in storage. And they can be sold, again, this large chunk can be sold. So if we look at Bricks and Minifigs, again, they're not going to lie about the timeline. That would be ridiculous. They lie about a lot, but I think the timeline is correct. Yeah, so the collection comes in September 2023. Okay? Brian goes to visit November, so this is a year later. So in a year, Brian has only got paid $17,000. This guy right here, in 4 hours, has sold more Legos than Brian got paid in over a year. Oh, jeez. So it's really, really interesting, right? Like I said, I want to prove to you that it's very liquid stuff. None of this stuff should be sitting on layaway. This should be very desirable stuff. Everything I understand about Legos, everything I understand about, this set here,
So I think it's safe to say we have just a few new in box Star Wars sets.
I believe this is like Clone Wars, like, you know, Ahsoka is Clone Wars.
Still in the process of.
Yeah, so like you look at this. This is Clone Wars. This is Cody or Rex. This is Clone Wars, and this is so the categories, according to my research, that have skyrocketed in price are episodes 1, 2, and 3, which is Queen Amidala, and Clone Wars. These things have done 100% to 300% in price overnight. Not overnight, but over like a year or two, right? So, and this is another Clone Wars trooper. This is probably Rex here, and this is probably Cody. Cody's like he doesn't have the cape. Yes, what I'm saying is you could have had this guy sell it in 4 hours instead of layaway. So it's like so number one, I want to prove to you Brian Menzel's collection isn't like shitty stuff, guys. It's like good stuff that should be able to sell. It is the most desirable stuff. Let me repeat this again. Oh, Captain Rex and Django Fett. Okay, thank you. The Paladorian who seems to be a Lego. Guys, there's no store. We talked to Billy. Billy was looking at this with us. There's no store, Bricks or Minifigs and otherwise, that wouldn't want this collection. And they wouldn't think they couldn't like sell. Like, let's listen to this guy. Okay, let's listen to this guy. And the fact is, this side deal, it was all sold. So it was 15,000 cash. I think the thing was like 20,000. It's a very similar number to this. This is over a year, guys. September to November. So it's like, why did it take a year to sell? I mean, the only reason this guy didn't sell more was there was no more for him to sell. And when he was asked, when I asked him, if you have $200,000 of Legos of this quality, how long would it take you to sell it? And he said, I could sell in 2 days. And no one should doubt, right? That is 2 days, right? Yeah, you have people in chat saying, like, I mean, I'm not a huge Lego person. I'm not, like, a huge Lego person right now, but, like, I had a Lego store. I know this stuff sells. I don't think I have a problem buying the collection and then just selling it on my own time. Here's the interesting part. If I buy the collection and sell in my own time, if the collection goes up in price, which it does, which it has, a lot of these things, I believe, have doubled in price. Then I get all that profit. I think Bricks and Minifigs, I think corporate stole it because this is the gold. Right? This isn't like junky stuff. This isn't like Lego's Creator. Have you guys seen Lego's Creator? Nobody's buying this shit. I can tell you that much. like this stuff is not going to sell, guys. It's just not going to sell. This stuff, like, in 10 years from now, will still be worth the same price. We are talking about the cream of the crop. We are talking about the cream of the crop. Kowa Collectibles says, as a former Lego store owner, we never did layaway, never for these Lego sets. Yeah. Like, we're not talking about no Lego creators, okay? We are talking about, like, assets that go up in price every year. We're talking about Pokemon cards, essentially. So I was looking and I was thinking, I was like, you know, what is going on here? Like, wouldn't it be better just to hold these in storage and not sell them and then they would just go up in price and then suddenly you have a cool display piece? Remember, one of the things I said was, It's a promotional piece. It's a holy grail, yes. We are not talking about a collection of garbage here. We are talking about a holy grail Guinness Book record collection that he spent a lot of time curating. It's all the best stuff. It's all Clone Wars, Episode 1, Episode 2, Episode 3. And they know it because they're advertising as such, right? In the early 90s, Ed Menzel predicted Star Wars Lego would be a good investment. So anyone who would know this would be Ed Menzel. Over the next 15 years, it took 15 years to build this, he purchased approximately $20,000. So yeah, he's done very well for himself. Dude, he's done incredibly well for himself. So this collection used to be $20,000. Regardless of where you think the number is. Oh, some of the individual minifigs are worth more than $1,300 each. Okay, now we are talking about minifigs. Okay, if some of the minifigs are $1,300 each, you don't need that many minifigs to get to $50,000, right? Tenfold increase in value of Menzel's collection is a greater return than a Menzel. Yeah, absolutely. 100. This is what I'm saying, right? Oh, hey, Crystal's in chat. Yeah. Hey, Crystal. The consignment agreement was set to expire in January. He could have got the... Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, he would be better off not taking the cash right now and getting his collections back. Right? I think this collection is worth far more today than it was worth in 2023, 2024, 2025. From all the research I've done, I think this collection is probably worth over $200,000 now. Actually, right? Oh, I'm a brick linker. Okay, so Jebai, how much do you think this is worth? Yeah, Crystal agrees with me. How much do you think this is worth? Oh, Boba Fett from Cloud City. Yeah, do we have any Tattle? Yes, Tattle updates. Yeah, everyone loves Tattle. So I think what they need to owe is they actually need to owe the current price of these sets today. Not the price in 2023. Because Crystal is right. It would have been given back. So, like, what would have happened? Okay, so Billy says, Crystal, you had no time to sell these sets that didn't belong to you, but could net your business $70K based on the $200,000 number. So that's Billy to Crystal. But Crystal is in chat answering questions. But my point here is, like, this collection is worth a lot more money today than at any other time in its history. So if you want to make Brian Menzel whole, you need to pay him what the collection is worth today. Today. Not what it was worth in 2023. Oh, okay. So Crystal says the Cloud City Boba Fett ended up being a custom figure, which sucked. Okay, interesting. The Cloud City Boba... Okay, so the $1,300 Cloud City Boba Fett was actually not... Oh, wow. Okay, so that is interesting. So I guess there's some custom figures here. But how much would you say it increased, right? Like 50%, 75%? Oh, wow. Okay, so that is interesting. You got to be very careful with your Legos, guys. So it was a custom figure. Crystal says, we're consistently selling these sets. Trying to sell them online was simply something I didn't have time to invest in. What's that? Collectible? Okay, a new Cloud City Boba Fett minifig could go upwards of $2,500. Yeah, so again, I don't think anyone is arguing that these things have not gone up in price. Like the thing is, like, what is the collector price? What's the condition? Apparently some of them are custom, so they're not even real, which is not great, you know, but like, Yeah, so at the end of the day, you have a massive collection, a once-in-a-lifetime, it literally is a once-in-a-lifetime collection. I think it's very desirable stuff.
I think it's safe to say we have just a few new...
Billy says 1,500 was sold over a year. So it wasn't 1,500, it was 1,700 was sold over a year. That doesn't sound consistent to me. Crystal says there were several custom figs mixed in. Those were marked on my inventory sheet, so that's good. Yeah, so we can take a look at the inventory sheet later, but I just want to continue with his analysis.
I believe Ben referred to these time-stamped metadata images that prove the sets were in the store at the time of the takeover. And I tried to find that because I would hear him say this like on live stream and stuff, but not like have the actual images to back it up. And I'm like, if I can't see it, I can't know for absolutely sure. And then I found the drive. I'll put the Google Drive down.
Yeah, so if anyone can explain this to us, it will be this guy, because this guy actually sold some of these sets. Oh, yeah. We'll reach out to you, Crystal. Near inbox Cloud City sells for 8 to 9.5K. This is Brian Menzel's like evidence. He has like sets. Like, I think it would be really cool if somebody could like figure out what the price is today. Like, do we know anyone from Bricklink? Yes. I know there's a second one. We'll watch the second one too. Do we know anyone from Bricklink? So look, this is all Clone Wars. Remember, what we're talking about, Clone Wars is really, really popular. That's the gold. Ewok Village, there's a bunch of them. Okay, Mandalorian's not popular, apparently, so it didn't go up in price. Death Star Troopers. Vulture. Wow, there's... So there are, like Crystal said, there are a lot of duplicates. X-Wing fighter. These did pretty well too, I think, according to my research. The X-Wing fighters. The micros I think did really, really well. These should be able to sell very fast, I think. Battle packs. Rebel troop, Rebel. The Phantom Menace, that makes sense. Naboo, episode 1 and 2. Crystal says, I won't apologize to trying to give my customers the best opportunity of purchasing their dream sets just because they couldn't afford to pay it outright. I would agree with Crystal up to a point, but maybe Crystal can clarify this. I think layaway should be done to like 1 or 2 sets. When I watched the CoffeeZilla video, it seemed like he was saying that like layaway, there were people who had 10 different sets on layaway. Right. Thank you, Justice Tattle. So like I wouldn't have as much of an issue with layaway. Oh, BBQ. Okay, BBQ. BBQ, thank you for the $19.99. Good to see you in chat. For damages, I assume these sets should be valued at the date of the consignment ended and possibly the date of the store takeaway. There would be additional damages from interest accrued from them today. So, shout out to BBQ. I would actually think it's different. So, like, having, like, seen consignment and the Rolex field and so on, you're like, so the consignment agreement was broken, or it was taken over, depending on how, it was supposed to end at some point in time. Whenever it ends, you're supposed to get your stuff back, right? You're supposed to get your stuff back. So Brian Menzel, at the time to be made whole, we had to catch him up like 3 months behind. There was 3 months of payments behind. So you had to pay him for what already sold. and then he gets all his Legos back that didn't sell. That was the consignment agreement. Now, if you wanted just to buy him out, I think, yes, you would have to pay him the buyout rate at the 65% buyout rate. So for a judge, it might just be easier to calculate the way the BBQ is saying. Whatever these sets were worth at the time, times interest, reasonable interest. But to really make him whole, he would have to get his sets back. Now, what would he do? Would he sign another consignment agreement? Would he then sell on eBay? Would he reach out to this guy right here? I don't know. At that point, it's kind of like we don't know what would happen. But Brian would be paid out in full. I fully believe Crystal would have paid him out and made things right. And I believe Crystal would have handed back all the Legos that didn't sell. But it's kind of weird because something then happens in the middle of this, where somebody takes over the consignment and they refuse to pay out the money owed and they refuse to give Legos back. Brian Menzel, like, I don't know at this point in time, what does he want to do with the Legos? Does he want to keep them? Does his dad want to keep them? Do they want to continue to consign even if it's different owners? Probably not. Right? He doesn't have a relationship with Brandon or Josh, and they probably are like not the coolest guys. So again, yeah, I mean, here's the thing I can tell about Crystal. She's in the chat. I have been very critical of Crystal's business decisions, but I've never been critical of her good faith or the fact that I do believe she would make things right. A lot of the times, like you know, like even when we talk about the coffee hour, the iced coffee hour thing, even though I agree with Graham and, you know, hey, the accounting and the underpaying and all, the thing was kind of messy. Crystal has always been responsive. She's always been able to, like, and that's kind of, they actually softened the blow. Actually, it's Graham's friend who's like, hey, well, on one side, you have somebody who's willing to speak to anybody, no matter how critical they are. And on the other side, you have a person who's, where is he right now? He's 78 days. He's 78 days from joining a live stream on franchises, right? So yeah, I think Crystal has a good heart. I think Crystal would have made it right. Crystal says the consignment agreement was set to end on January 31st. We would have either created a new agreement, the store would have purchased the remainder, or Brian. Yes, so that would be up to Brian. So Brian would have those options. Brian would have option 1, sign a new agreement. Option 2, have the store buy all his Legos at 65%. Or option 3, to take the Legos back. And because of the situation, we're never going to know what Brian wanted, right? Though it was up to Brian to pick one of those 3 options. It's not up to the store. So the store cannot automatically renew the consignment. The store cannot just pay him money and leave, right? And then, hey, we're taking your no. The store could give him back his Legos. But if Brian wanted to continue, yeah, it's easy to armchair quarterback with hindsight. I absolutely agree, BBQ. And that's why we're doing that, because it's easy. It is easy. So, like, again, you have kind of a difference in but I would say that this stuff is not going to go down in price. Like, it's kind of like Pokemon. There's certain cards, you know, that won't go down in price no matter what. Even the Pokemon Bubble Burst, the Moonbryon will still be okay, right? Maybe it loses a few $100s here and there, but that's worst case scenario. You're never going to get Moonbryon for half the money that it used to be. I would say like a lot of this from what I was able to research is quite valuable. Yeah, so Crystal, the inventory was supposed to be relist or had to be reorganized, redone. The accounting had to be done December. They came in November, right? So that's why it wasn't up to date. So all of what Crystal said makes sense from a business perspective. I think it is a something that all business owners do. We can yes. BBQ said Crystal BBQ asked is Crystal Gorman, how much advance notice did you have before Brandon Best showed up at the store in November 2024? I don't think she had any advance notice. I think they just kind of showed up. And then but we'll hear what Crystal says.
Down below that I believe Collecting Weekly's podcast put together a while back with a lot of the evidence that they were able to get together. And there are pictures with the metadata timestamp of Thursday, November 14th, 2024, the night she was.
Yes, they can confirm. Oh, Chris. Okay, Chris. We can call her Chris now. We had a meeting at 10 a.m. and Brandon shows up at 5:30 p.m. Like right before closing with the U-Haul. According to M&R Production, we did have him in chat. He didn't know about the Lego figures until much later. So what he bought was the duplicates in storage. So the so this is the YouTube. Well, we're literally watching the YouTuber's video who bought the thing in storage. Yeah, so they had a meeting at 10 a.m. and then Brandon shows up the same day. Even if 2 days hyperbolic for M&R selling the sets, it doesn't take a year and a half. So actually, if we're accurate, it was from September 2023 to November. So technically, let's call it a year, right? Let's call it a year that they had the Lego sets. So I'm trying to like clean up a lot of the timeline. I think it would be interesting if somebody created a timeline of like exactly, maybe the bandmap.com has a timeline for us to use. What is this? Tactical map replay. What? Like, what is this? Okay, so BandMap is still working hard on stuff. I wonder if there's a timeline somewhere that we can look at. Okay, maybe not.
Removed from the store in the Ring video camera that we see both in the Reckless Ben video and you can see the raw footage in this Google.
That's why, yes, that's why Chris and Ben, her husband, treated him so nicely because they thought he was like going to buy the store. They thought Brandon was like a third-party, neutral person who was coming in, going to buy the store. Right. While M&N can sell at a profit, he does have a limit on his available funds. He bought as much as he had. No. He bought all of them in storage. He couldn't buy the non-storage ones because they were already gone. So that's why we need a timeline. Everyone is like super. The local market not listing these items makes zero sense. Billy, I appreciate your expertise, but might the market in Salem, Oregon be different where your store is? So, again, I was watching a Pokemon YouTuber the other day, and, like, he opened the store, and the store, like, barely broke even, and all he does is online sales. Let me show you. Like, you have to do online sales nowadays. It's not like you want to do it, or you have to do it. This guy opened a store a month ago. Okay. That is not the Mondragon I was thinking. Yeah. He opened the store a month ago. Let me show you where his sales come from.
I know what you're thinking.
And again, this is not fair because this is Pokemon, right? His shop only sells about 3,000. His conventions, he sells 40,000. And his live stream, he sells 15,000. So this is like his first month in business. I've been watching a lot of these videos. Squid Spaghetti, both Salem and Combi are such awkward locations. I could definitely see these sets selling quicker in Clackamas or Portland. And then Crystal says 100%. Yes, Crystal says that the benefits were for her customers. So Crystal knows that she could sell faster and expand, but she wanted her customers to be happy with their grails. Okay, so this is like Pokemon, right? This is Pokemon. Billy says, for record, Salem has a population of 180,000, according to Wiki. My shop is located in a town of 30,000. Crystal says it was to benefit my customers. BBQ says, I've researched several BAM stores and their online presence. Generally, I haven't seen any with really strong online. Yeah, that's an opportunity, guys. So if Crystal wants to create brick by brick, like a competitor, NDA be damned, right? I think the competitor should just sell online. Look at this model. So this guy just opened a store. Right? And his shop sales is like nothing. His convention sales is 10, 15 times the shop sales. And then his live selling, which is, online, live streaming, is 1,500. So, I look at this business model, and I was actually talking to Colin last night, and I was like, maybe it doesn't make sense for me to have, a Pokemon store. Maybe it makes sense for me just to live stream this. Because you have a Pokemon store, and there's no foot traffic, there's nobody buying anything. You can sell, 5 times as much online, and 15 times as much at a convention. Right? Wouldn't this be similar, right, to any of these?
Google Drive, but it is dated to very late in the evening that night. You can see she has taken pictures of tons of sets with the yellow sticker on the bottom, which was allegedly used to denote that the sets were part of Brian's collection. And in the background of one of these pictures, you can see a man standing there in blue jeans, a dark blue shirt.
Yes. This is very, very interesting.
An iPhone with an Apple-style wallet on the back. And it just so happens to match the outfit of the guy that came.
Yep. That's Brandon Best. So, timestamped, everything is good. Yellow sticker, which is easy peel. And then the white sticker, which is hard peel. I like the way they did it. It makes sense to me.
Came in on the Ring video from corporate and I believe became the new owner. And then also in their complaint under number 29, it says, while he did not locate or identify any product that was identified as consigned by Salem LLC, which again, you go to the imagery where you can see the yellow stickers on the bottom of the sets and you see the guy in the background. And then she tells him about the consignment.
These are ones that he has not been paid his percentage yet.
Billy says we do 10 to 15% of our sales online versus in person. For every big seller getting 2x for singles on stream, there's another grown man weeping because his $100 card sold for $32. Yep.
And if I don't have the tickets, I won't know how much I need to pay him.
Okay. So Crystal, ultimately, that's a business thing?
Yeah, this is Kai McAllister. BJC, I believe, is doing some really, really good stuff on Kai McAllister right now. So, okay. Kai McAllister. Okay, so this American Fork, they are asking for an independent review. Okay, BBQ Counselor says, at the end of the day, whether someone could have run the store better or not really isn't the point. The point is liability. The liability is with the people who took the store over. Yes, I would agree with that, BBQ. I agree with that. We're not saying that she's guilty or she wouldn't have paid Brian Menzel. I believe she would have paid Brian Menzel. We're just talking about running a store today. What improvements can we make? What things? Because I am going to create a new store. And whether or not this store, has layaway, whether or not this store has consignment. Colin says, Crystal, is it true that you and the guy who opened Bricks and Beyond will both in the running to purchase the location? Bricks and Beyond. Okay, Bricks and Beyond were okay. We got a new. Okay, so this is a competitor. They're also located in Kaiser, Oregon. This is very expensive. I understand this one. I've seen this one everywhere. This is the Lego Movie one. This specific one is quite pricey, I believe. I forget what his name is. It's the name of the character. He's like the main character in the Nijinsky Lego Movie. BBQ, Crystal says BBQ 100%. Yes. Yes. Oh, yeah, Ninjago, but I forgot what his name is. His name is like Craig or something kind of weird, right? I heard that Austin wanted to purchase the location but wasn't able to, so he opened. Oh, well, lucky for him. Yeah, so according to Crystal, this guy was going to open his maybe take over the location, and now he has his independently owned location and is probably doing better than before. Oh, Kai. Yeah, I think maybe his name is Kai. Yes, that sounds familiar. I was watching the movie a while ago. Look at him go. Yeah, this is better, guys. Do not buy into the franchise. You can be an independently owned Lego store and still do okay. Oh, this is a pretty cool Lego store. So I guess this individual was going to buy the location. Austin is awesome. Crystal says Austin is this is Austin. Austin is awesome. If you're in the area, check out Bricks and Beyond. Yes. Lloyd. It's Lloyd. Yes, the guy's name is Lloyd. I watched the movie, right? The guy's name is Lloyd. Okay, yes, I did watch the movie, guys.
And not necessarily yours. Brandon will take, because taking on the business, he takes on all that consignment.
Like, I just don't know how you don't identify or locate the product that's literally right in front of the guy as she takes a picture of it about 12 minutes before we see her.
Billy says, open a store that costs $25,000 and you own it and get stuck under the thumb of a franchise for $350,000. I'd say it's an obvious choice, but they found 500 people to do it. Yes, correct, Billy. Like, if anything, this should be a lesson that franchises are not. You got to be very careful. Like Quiznos, went over Quiznos. 90% of Quiznos owners are now bankrupt, or the Quiznos itself is out of business. We have another big one. We have another big one. And it's like some type of Dickies. Oh, Dickies. Dickies are the worst. No, but I mean, nothing is worse than Quiznos. Dude, Dickies is literally like, man. Yeah, Dickies is so bad. The fall of Dickies, after years of franchise complaints, fraud accusation. We probably need to get this woman on it. Wait, Have they done like a bricks and minifig? Because this is pretty good. Yeah, so they're losing $30,000 to $50,000 a month before they close. Holy moly. It's very difficult to make ends meet. Closures mount. From June 2021 to May 2024, Dickies closed 99 units. Oh, it's not only closing units, guys. Oh, in hindsight, I really wish I had just stayed as a manager and never purchased the store. I mean, yeah, that would make a lot of sense. And BBQ says, many people who have had to deal with the McNeffs probably felt similarly in hindsight. Absolutely. Oh, Billy's changing his store name in the next month. I'm excited to see what the store name will be. But yeah, Dickies sucks. Like, you know, like I've been to the Dickies before, and it's like you can just tell that there's like a lot of micromanagement. But yeah, Dickies is probably, I put Quiznos number 1, Bricks and Minifigs number 2, but Dickies I would put like really top 5. Wars? Oh, Subways is number 1. Subways. Jazzercise. I'm not familiar with that. Coverall. Wow, Subways is number 1. I thought Subways was a good franchise. Okay. Okay, pharmaceuticals, not doing well. Bakeries. Also not good. Bimbo. What? Somebody named their bakery Bimbo Bakeries? Isn't a bimbo like a really bad name? Holy moly. Oh, okay, it tells you how many failed. Wow, look at this. 4,000 Subways have failed in 2 years. Holy moly. Oh no, dance fitness program. 2,000. Oh wow, this is a dance exercise. Health-based model. Cleaning and maintenance. Okay. Janitorial services. Okay. Marks. Oh, okay. Let's see. Dickies ain't the worst BBQ I've had. Dickies pretty bad. Dickies pretty bad, BBQ. Dickies pretty bad. I didn't say Dickies was good. I said it was not the worst. Okay, true. Thank you, BBQ says. I'm on vacation. Oh, okay, cool. BBQ is on vacation right now. But had to check in. We appreciate it. We appreciate it, BBQ. Why would you name your company Bimbo? Isn't Bimbo like... I don't want to type Bimbo in, but isn't Bimbo like a bad word? Is it spelled this way, or is it spelled like differently? You named your baking company Bimbo USA. Oh my God. No wonder it failed. Yeah, BBQ. The moment you realize that Lust's secret ambition is to open a jazzercise, yeah. Jesus. Dance fitness program. How in the world is this going to work? You know, I'm actually very curious. Oh my God. It is exactly what I thought it would be. Is it like a woman only? It is. And they sell clothing. Oh my God. I know what it is. They sell the clothing too. Are men not allowed here? Hold on. There's not a single picture of a man. What is going on? Wow, it's expensive. It's more expensive than a gym. And they sell clothing. The clothing is not, like, I don't know. I'm a guy. I don't really know. Oh, okay. Thank you, 7 with AJ. Bimbo was founded in Mexico City. Something was lost in translation. Oh, Bimbo Bakery. Holy moly. Are you saying that you aren't a Texan or I'm not a Texan because I am a Texan? BBQ says, born in Dallas. What is this? Is this multi-level marketing? Oh, not multi-level marketing, but many people may believe it is. Oh, okay. Unhappy. Oh, wow. Look at this. Okay, it doesn't cost that much money to open. For the wow, it costs $3,000 to open. We could open a lot of these guys. For the cost of 1 bricks and minifigs, we could open 100 of these. We could literally open 100 of these things. Good to know. Dude, for the cost of 1 bricks and minifigs, I could have 100 Jazzare sex locations open. Not bad. Oh, Jackson Hewitt. Yes, these are the people in Walmart. I always wonder, like, who goes to Jackson Hewitt. Like, it's never, like, busy. It's always empty. They have, like, a little store in Walmart. It's kind of weird. Oh, curves. Okay. Oh, another woman's health fitness club. Oh. What makes it different? Let's take a look at this one. What the hell is this? Ah. For older women. Older women. Yes, BBQ should be shared. I 100% agree, guys. BBQ should be shared. Okay, I found out. So, this is for younger women. Jazzare exercise. And curves is for older women. Oh, Pizza Hut. Yep. Pizza Hut not doing so good anymore. Oh, Vision Source. They have a place in the mall. I've never seen anyone actually go to this place. Like, at all. Oh, Papa John's, the worst pizza ever. Pizza Hut again. Wow, Pizza Hut is so bad. It made 14 and 8. Oh, Burger King sucks. Oh, McDonald's. Oh, here's Quiznos. No, wait. Hold on a second. These people are trying to sell me a franchise. KFC. Oh, here's Dickies. Dickies is down here. Cumin. My neighbor owns one of these. My neighbor owns one of these. They teach you math. I think Cumin's okay. I don't know why to put Cumin here. I think it's a good business. My neighbor he owns like 1 or 2 of these. And he does really, really well for himself. I was actually at Long John Silver's last weekend. Yeah. Oh, Auntie Ons. I used to remember this in the mall. 7-Elevens. Oh, wow. I love Jimmy John's. I didn't know. Oh, well, I don't know. I guess they're not doing so well, but I do order from Jimmy John's a lot.
See her walk out of the store. I did find another Google review from 8 months ago from a fellow named Reckless Ben who gave the store 5 stars and said, this store was amazing. Amanda was the nicest employee I've ever met. She was very patient and understanding with me.
Hi, how's it going?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
It's pretty good.
Yeah, Long John Silver's. I went to eat there last weekend. It was, okay, it's what I thought it was.
So basically my friend said that you guys have some of his Legos, I think, and he told me to come here and see if I could pick them up.
Who's your friend?
I think they're Brian's Legos. It's like a big Star Wars collection set, I think.
You could go ahead and leave now.
Oh.
So
Really?
you could go ahead and leave now, or I will call the police for harassment.
Well, I'm not harassing you.
No, you are.
I'm also of the opinion
BBQ's right. Most BBQ pitmasters I know won't eat their own food. We cook it to share with others. Yep. BBQing is inherently selfless. I think BBQ's right. You want to see others enjoy your BBQ. Curves. Oh, somebody on Reddit. Oh, God, fucking snarkers. Snarkers. Yeah, I thought cumin was pretty cool. Yeah, I would imagine everyone needs some cumin. Like, even, like, adults, right? Could you imagine a cumin that, like, teaches you, like, financial responsibility? Like, teaches you about student loans, teaches you about, like, credit card interest, payday loans, you know, like how to make money, how to invest in money. Like, I think I should start a cumin for adults. For adults. Yeah, everyone wants to eat the BBQ. That would be cool. Brisket takes hours and hours and hours. Yeah, brisket itself is crazy hard to do, right? Oh, yeah, I bake and I feel the same way. Rarely eat my own bakes, but live to share them. What is AstroTurf? It's totally true. You cook a brisket for 15 hours, and at the end, you might have a few bites, but you've gotten 10 pounds of meat to share with family and friends. It is 100% community building. Absolutely correct. Yeah, I mean, BBQ is not easy, guys. It is not an easy hobby. I tried it a little bit, and I just couldn't do it. I don't have the patience for it. You have to be very patient. You have to be very, do it, I will go. Oh, I love working BBQ. What is fake grassroots movement? What movement are we trying to do? I don't understand. What is the movement we are trying to do?
the opinion that BAM should drop their lawsuits against Reckless Ben and whomever else. It is going to make the brand or continue to make the brand look incredibly petty.
No. Darium, imagine this. Like, as soon as you turn 18, you can pay like $500, and then they teach you how to do taxes, they teach you about student loans, they teach you about investment, S&P 500, they teach you about payday loans and not to use them, they teach you about interest rate, compounding interest rate, and they just give you an educational course. They give you an educational course, right? For, why would we be grassroots? I don't understand. Grassroots what? What are we trying to astroturf? Like, I'm not sure I understand. So they're saying we're astroturfing what? Exactly. So we're talking about good BBQ. We're talking about my new idea to have this adult Kuman, right? No, Kuman, not the spice guys. Yeah, people will sign up for this, man. People will sign up for this shit. Yeah, it should be taught, laughable Larry, it should be taught in high school, but it is not, right? Yeah, it would be $500 for everybody, right? It'll be $500 for everybody, and we'll just teach you the basics of being an adult, right? But why would it be astroturfing here? I don't understand. The person saying they are following you. Wait, is there an astroturf movement? I've never seen it. Where are these people located? In my chat? Wait, where are these people coming from? Shout out Amim Nef. Yeah, I don't see no astroturfing here. We're talking about personal finance. On Reddit, there was. Oh, no. You guys know, I love the snark. I just cannot look away from the snark. Ah, yes, our good friend Asmongold and his password problems. Whatever. So the first part of the conversation. What drives me mad is like you never know if they're playing copyright music. Okay, our good friend Scalpers still hard at work. Where am I being astroturfed again? The Ben Reddit? Your PR is bad. Okay, I saw this already. Is it where there are multiple anti-Crystal posts suddenly? BAM PR, team pivoting strategy. That was their only strategy. I feel bad for Crystal, but yeah, they're coming after her. They are coming after her hard. Like I said, I think Crystal could have done things better, but like BBQ said, that's in hindsight. Hindsight is 2020, right? Oh, they're downvoting my post. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. In fact, it's better they downvote my post than like leave comments, right? Oh, this. Oh, I did upload it. I did. Somebody sent me this. You know, I uploaded it. It's okay, Snark. We don't need Snark anyway. Oh no, it doesn't make a difference. Trust me, guys. The last thing we need is a bunch of Snarkers here. Let me trust you this, guys. The last thing we need is to like get a bunch of Reddit Snarkers in our chat. We're just having a good time, guys. We're having a good time.
Even if BAM is somehow 100% correct and Reckless Ben is guilty of everything that they have accused him of, like forging documents and vandalizing the store and whatever else is named in the lawsuit, it just makes them look bad because it's a battle you're not going to win against a guy that's very funny on YouTube, frankly. Dang it! If I read the lawsuit correctly, they are asking for over $1 million in damages with $250,000 minimum for causes 2, 3, 5, and 6, plus at least $50,000 more for their 8th cause. And so over $1 million.
Oh, okay. So here's like my take on Reddit. It's good source for information, yes. But, like, as for, like, you know, people, like, saying bad things and things of that nature, you know, it's the Ethan Klein thing where he's, like, suing them or trying to get their names. Like, if you are so afraid of your real name being made public that you think you're going to lose your job, you think no one's going to hire you again, like, you have, like, a lot more stuff to worry about than, like, me. Right? So, like, I don't really like all this negative things on Reddit. I know they say bad things about me on Reddit. But like, if your name, so my name is out there, my LinkedIn, whatever, it's all out there, right? If you are so afraid that you say such nasty things about other people online, that if your name was ever revealed in, i.e. a lawsuit, for example, that your life would be completely ruined, your family would disown you, your significant other would, like, you don't have any kids, they don't ever have any kids, you probably need to get offline now. You probably need to get offline now. Because if that's such a big part of your life is to try to destroy other people, to make fun of other people, to snark other people, that's all you do, and if your real name was ever revealed, you would never have a job again, according to yourself. Again, this is according to the snarkers themselves, guys. They would never ever have a job again. Their parents would disown them. Their family members would never talk to them again because they're so racist. Against Ethan Klein, I'm just going to say it. They're anti-Jewish. Right? That's what they are. That's what these snarkers are, right? So Ethan Klein is Jewish. His wife is Jewish. His family's Jewish. I'm just going to say it because I know Ethan Klein sometimes, like, he addresses, sometimes he doesn't. I'll address it for him, right? If you've said such hateful things against Jewish people that you would never have a job ever again if your real name came out in a legal case, you really should reevaluate your life. You have to be like, should I be doing this? Should I be calling Child Protective Services on Ethan because I'm a racist or whatever I am, right? The answer is no. You should not be doing this, guys. Like, imagine how much hate somebody has. Like, I couldn't even imagine. I'm trying to imagine this now. But like I've only really had like 1%, 10%, right? I mean, I'll be honest, they roast me all the time. So like my perspective on Reddit is not really like I'll tell you this, guys, like you cannot like look at what they're posting. You know? Look at what they're posting. Look at what they post about me. You know, just today. Oh, yes. Okay, so I said why I support Ethan Klein. I'm not coping. So every single day, if I post a video about Ethan or Noah, I thought this was a very nice video. I thought it was a very nice video I posted about them. Then they splice it and clip it, and then they make me look bad, right? And then they upvote it, and like, so like, dude, yeah, snarkers suck. Snarkers, they are a nasty group. And then, again, I'm not gonna go, I haven't looked at this. But they post about me like almost every day I make a video. They post right after I make a video, guys. Like, if your life is like that, I feel bad for you. I do. Look. I mean, look. Like, if you have such hate in your heart, yeah, it was a nice video. Yeah, Alex gets death threat, and it's very funny. It's, if you have such hate in your heart, and you go online, and you're just typing hate, and you look at the last 100 comments on Reddit that you posted, and all of them are hating different people, right? I hate Ethan, I hate Lust, I hate Legal Mindset, which, okay, debatable. I hate Nicholas De Oreo. I hate this. I hate that. I hate AB. I hate Lena. Like, seriously, like, I don't, like, feel anything when you hate on me. Because that's all you do, man. That's all you do. Like, if you're, fine, hate on me. If you hate on me, that probably means you're not hating on Lena that day, or you're not hating on AB that day. You're not hating on Girl with a Microphone, or Nicholas De Oreo, right? You're not, I mean, if you're hating on me, and that's great, you know, I think that's great. I'll take it. I will take it. Because that means you're not hating on someone else, maybe a smaller content creator, right, that you're after as well. Yeah, Laughable Larry, I should be very happy I've reached such fame. Yes, these people have dedicated a large portion of their life to just hating me. They have. Let me repeat this again. They never talked to me. They have never met me as a person. We've never Skyped. We never texted. We've never done a phone call. Yet they hate me with every ounce of their being. Somebody they've never met, probably will never meet. You know, it's like, okay, I mean, it is, I mean, if that's you and that's what you want to do, like, I can't stop you. But I'd rather have them hate me than, like, you know, hate, like, a smaller I mean, they're like, a snark Reddit does not have anything positive to say. They never have anything positive to say at all, right? So am I surprised that Snark Reckless Ben is after me? Yeah, I'm not surprised because, like, look, we've actually talked to, like, look at what we posted today. No, Mark Niemek, look what we posted today. This is, like, much better. I don't know how Alex used AI or something. This is, like, a lot different from the picture I had. Yeah, I mean, we're doing good stuff. We're having fun. We're keeping, yeah, this is the picture I posted. So Alex has, like, a really upgraded picture. It's really nice. Yeah, so anyway, it doesn't make a difference to me. I don't care. You know, I look for Reddit for information, but whenever I see a Reddit post about me, I 100% know it's hating on me.
Dollars in damages. And honestly, I don't think the money can fix their reputation. It doesn't matter. Like, the reputation is absolutely destroyed at this point, and all they can do is try to save a little bit of face by doing some of the things that I just mentioned. But obviously, in mentioning them, we find a...
Yeah, I love the fact... So, Amin McNeff, actually, ACOB, basically told you what their PR plan was. Shout out to them. I didn't know they made minifigs. Maybe I'll get one, a minifig for myself, but... They actually had Amin. So they're Legos, by the way. They're Legos. And at the time, they were like a smaller Lego stream. So these guys, Matt, Amin, that's Matt. Oh, this is Amin. They were able to get these interviews because I think what Bricks and Minifigs expected to happen was they thought, okay, the Lego community is going to rally around us. So, hearing ACOB, I think it makes perfect sense what they thought would happen. They thought, okay, we will just go on these Lego channels, and because we've done previous sponsorships, because they want to do work with us, we're a big store, we have 300, 400 Lego stores, right? Like, shout out to ACOB for doing such a good interview. But I think Amin and Matt came to these guys and were thinking like, oh, well, this is a slam dunk. What will happen is Reckless Ben will have his community and we'll have our Lego community. I believe Amin McNeff and Matt McNeff, their strategy was to turn the Lego community against Reckless Ben. Right? Amasaurus has like a Lego community dance where he sings bricks and minifigs, bricks and... Where's the Amasaurus? Like, Bricks and Minifigs has been in business for a long time. They sponsor a lot of these guys. And that's why you don't see anyone, you don't see anyone, yeah, this is Amasaurus. Like, they were working with these YouTubers in 2022. So I think what the idea was, I think the idea Amin had, and it wasn't like a terrible idea, because if you look at the Lego landscape, they are supporting him. Very few people have spoken out. To my knowledge, M&R Productions, ACOB, I mean, I would name the ones that you already know. But, like, I believe their strategy was, hey, man, we have so many, oh, this is a song. Oh, this is a new song. Oh, no. Amasaurus has 1 million followers, right? 1 million followers, okay? Gifted this Lego set. Oh, she was at the grand opening. Hopefully there's no music.
My favorite place to buy retired Lego sets is opening their 100th store.
Oh, no. My favorite place to buy retired Lego sets. What if Brian Menzel saw this and was like, oh, cool, this is the best place for me to sell Lego sets, right?
Flew in from London to be here. This is the grand opening.
Wow, she's from London. She flew in from London to be here. I wonder if somebody comped her plane ticket and hotel. She flew over from London to be here. She's not even in the U.S. Guys, she's not even in the U.S. She's in the U.K. Wow, amazing.
This is my Lego. My favorite place to buy retired Lego sets is opening their 100th store today. I flew in from London to be here. This is the grand opening of Bricks and Minifigs Red Mountain in Phoenix. They even have this giant inflatable minifigure. I kind of want it. Am I able to take this home with me?
No.
No? There's a minifig down there. The line stretches all around the building. How crazy
Wow,
is this?
holy shit. Is this real? I mean, this looks like a Pokemon card store. There were that many, what year is this, 2024? There were that many people in line to buy Legos? That's crazy. They must have had like a really good deal.
When you walk in the door, there's a minifig station where you can build a minifig with an exclusive
Oh,
torso.
whoa. What was that? That's kind of cool. I bet you that is valuable.
Now let's head in. I need to show you the store. It is so crazy in here. There's lots of minifigures along the front. And this whole front wall here is covered in sets. Most of these are retired. And this is where you can buy lots of individual.
Okay, people defending this is in 2024. Do you guys remember when Brian Menzel, right? Do you guys remember in that exact year, Bricks and Minifigs, Amin McNeff and crew would steal Brian Menzel. So Brian Menzel and his dad brought in the Lego figs November 2023. Things were going relatively well. And then November 2024 comes, and there's no more Legos.
Giant book table. Tons of new sets along this back wall. How dare Lego make something this cute? We have a meet and greet station in the back. That's me.
Ah! It's almost like a sponsorship.
That's me. Actually really
Yeah, it's almost like a sponsorship.
surprising they have so many of these. They're only available in... We have a meet and greet station.
Okay, so there's a meet and greet station where you get to meet influencers, and yeah. So, no, I'm not saying, like, what happened after and stuff. I'm just telling you, ACOB mentioned this in his most recent thing, and it kind of, like, clicked. Like, why is Amin going to, like, why would he go on here? He just looks stupid. And the idea was, oh, Laughable Larry says, I never knew Legos were so popular until all of this. It's like, yes, I didn't know it was this popular either. So the idea that Amin had was, you know what? We did all these deals with these million-plus influencers. Certainly, they'll come back, right? They'll come and support us. So he went on this channel thinking they're going to, like, bend the knee, and they didn't. They roast them. Well, I mean, they roast them as good as they could roast them. So again, interview was very well done. They roast them as good as they could roast them, okay? So they were like, hey, what about all these people we sponsored in the past? Like, MSORS is only one of them. What about this Lego community we sponsored in the past? Surely they're going to go to bat for us, right? We've been working with them for 8 years, right? Yes, because Amin was not going to, so that is normal from band grand openings. So Seven, I asked you this, have you seen Imosaurus lately in a grand opening?
Find a lot of issues. I also want to briefly mention that last week I said that I thought it was split fault, and that obviously did not refer to Brian and his father, the victims in this case. It solely referred to whether it was the new owners at BAM or the old owners at BAM that had taken the collection or sold the collection.
Yeah, so again, it's not no one's blaming Brian except Amin for whatever reason. But the question I have for everybody is, like, there is some, like, confusion as to, like, I think Crystal has done an excellent job clarifying some of the points, right? Some of these points, right? Is there a grand opening to Bricks and Minifigs? I'll go. I will go to Bricks and Minifigs.
Or lost the collection, or who knows where the collection is. That's what I've been trying to figure out, is what the heck happened to Brian's Legos, and a lot of people misinterpreted that, so I just want to set the record straight there. Now, getting into the Bricks and Minifigs statement on their website, under the What is True subsection, I have this statement that I wanted to pick out, and it says, BAM found a small portion of inventory and offered it back. Though it may not have been Mr. Mansell's or Brian's, our incoming team found a small remnant of sets, estimated between $2,000 and $5,000, that appeared to be similar to the consigned sets. We set them aside and offered them back to Mansell or Brian as a courtesy.
Colin says, I have copies of those notes Ryan has there. Oh, that's awesome. Maybe we can look at them. He's spot on with his math on there. We matched it to these sheets. Shout out to Colin.
The offer still stands. And if you go on that Google Drive that I linked below that I talked about, there's a video dated 12/29. Apparently this was uploaded by some random lady on TikTok. I can't find the original video, but it's clearly not 12/29/2023, because in the video we see the Onyx Cinder, which Lego didn't release until August 1st.
Ah, yes. This is the Lego guy, so he knows this stuff. He knows this stuff. He's like, oh, that Lego set didn't release until blah, 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 blah. I was like, well, that's impressive.
And there's a Christmas tree. I think it would be a little odd for Crystal to have had a Christmas tree up pre-November 14th, but of course that possibility is technically there, so you have to keep your mind open to that. But with this 12/29 video date in mind, that would be about 6 weeks after the new owners took over the store. And as this video sweeps across, you get a great look at the Star Wars section.
Yes, look. This is after Crystal got kicked out.
I guess I shouldn't say great. It's in 720p. It's really fast, and I had to go frame by frame to figure out.
So this is $2,000 of Star Wars? Holy shit, if this is $2,000 Star Wars, I'm in the wrong business. Pokemon cards. Look, so this is after Crystal got kicked out. She got kicked out in November. This is around Christmas time. Look at all those Star Wars Legos. And they promised to give Brian back all of them in the store. But we know they're lying. This is far more than $2,000 or $5,000 of Legos. Holy, this is actually a very good point he made that I didn't know.
14th, but of course that possibility is technically there, so you have to keep your mind open to that. But with this 12/29 video date in mind, that would be about 6
Yeah, so this is when Crystal got kicked out.
weeks after the new owners took over the store.
Yes.
And as this video sweeps across, you get a great look at the Star Wars section. I guess
That is way more than $2,000 to $5,000 of Legos, just this alone.
I shouldn't say great. It's in 720.
Because there's multiple Lego sets. Look, they took over, like, look, this one set, there's 3 of them behind them. So they're stacking them, which is something that Crystal didn't do. Remember? Right?
Look at the Star Wars section. I guess I shouldn't say great. It's in 720p. It's really fast, and I had to go frame by frame.
Yes,
to
it's
figure
a lot.
out
It's a
all
lot.
of the sets. But I was able to identify.
Oh, here he goes. Wow.
Like all of them, but 3. Like there were 3 sets.
This is the type of detective work we need. We need somebody here. We need somebody here who knows things about Legos and can tell us how much this stuff is worth.
That I just could not positively identify and know for sure that's that set, so I could not then go into the Bricks and Minifigs lawsuit and Brian's own data to try and match them up and make sure that Brian would have still had inventory at the store per his.
So some of it was too blurry, but he tried his best he could.
His own list where it says where the inventory is, and so assuming that was correct, a lot of the inventory in the store, and I did not count by quantity.
You know what I love? I love these stickers. Like, they're very nostalgic. I know it doesn't add much value to it, but, like, free Lego Club, gratuity, like, this is stuff I really, I like this type of stuff. It's cool. And you only really see in, like, older stuff.
And so, assuming that was correct, a lot of the inventory in the store. And I did not count by quantity.
Oh, yes, Bubba. I have not seen Bubba. I've seen Bubba in Discord a lot, but we haven't seen Bubba in chat. Colin said, shout out to Ryan for helping me and Bubba with this part. Ryan's math is spot on. The video is before we finish these sheets.
By the way, basically the way I did this was each spot on the shelf is a slot. So every time you see like a box facing, and then I even took some away wherein like if there were 3 of the same microfighter boxes like stacked on top of one another, that was still counted as 1 in my data here. So this percentage is a very lenient percentage.
This is a very conservative amount that he's using. If he cannot identify it, he doesn't add it. And then if he cannot see how many copies there are, he just puts 1 copy.
But in my estimation, from this video that is allegedly taken about 6 weeks after the Bricks and Minifigs takeover of the store, there is about 75% of the sets or slots, I was calling them slots, on the shelf taken up by ones that could very likely be Brian's inventory per his data and per the Bricks and Minifigs system sales data from the history and like what had not sold under Crystal's tenure. So again, 3 of the sets are unknown. 4 of the sets are what I would believe are Toy House sets or sets that they had wholesaled in, like the Onyx Cinder, like Captain Rex's Y-Wing Microfighter. Like, those are sets that would...
So he's removing the Toy House, the distributor sets as well. So he's only keeping the vintage sets. He's doing the least amount possible.
Have probably been traded in because I don't believe they can take trades of current retail sets anyway. And so those sets, like, they wouldn't even count into Brian's thing or not.
And I heard they were only taking cash at the time as well. So they were like doing cash only, or they would give you some type of discount if you do cash. So I wonder if we can find any customers. During this time from November 14th till like Christmas or after, like right after Christmas. I wonder if we can find any customers that can tell us like what exactly was going on in the store.
Or not, because Brian's collection isn't that new. Like they weren't buying like modern stuff from the past few years. There were 8 slots that I could see not on Brian's list at all. So the 7931 T6 Jedi Shuttle is a great example. That set down there wasn't on Brian's list. And then I was able to find 3 slots on the list that were sold out. And then 54 sets on Brian's list that were not sold out were still on shelves. Some of which we see in the backroom photo allegedly by Crystal the night of the takeover. And then we have 54 out of 72 slots, so about 75% of what we see on the shelves could have been Brian's on 12/29/2024, again, if that video date is correct and if that inventory is Brian's. But I think statistically it feels super unlikely that many sets would just so happen to match Brian's list. Oh, right. I also figured out what the approximate value was at the time by using Brian's inventory list, which on the right side has a number that I believe is supposed to mostly correlate to the actual price of the set in store, which it doesn't because the Battle on Seleucami is $100 in the picture from Crystal where you can see the yellow sticker denoting that it's Brian, and that does match up versus Obi-Wan's Interceptor, which says 150 on the spreadsheet but is only 130 on the sticker in the store there.
Oh, interesting.
Takeover. But using those numbers, I came to about 11,000.
So interesting. It looks like that Crystal. So one of the things that people were saying, maybe Crystal charged too much for them. It actually looks like Crystal had slightly discounted them to help sell them faster. At least for that one Lego set. Now we can't say for every Lego set, but it looks like, you know, they were slightly discounted. Maybe for condition, maybe for something else.
$1,485. So that's about the value of the inventory at Bricks and Minifigs.
So yes, so Amin McNeff says that there's $2,000 to $5,000. M&R Productions was able to go one by one, and his number is, if anything, low, and he was able to find $11,000.
Figs retail. But even so, we can see on the shelves here a bunch of inventory that matches Brian's list. In similar inventory, according to BAM's lawsuit, wasn't sold under Crystal's tenure and during Brian's consignment at the store. And this evidence here is exactly why I want Bricks and Minifigs to release the sales data for the store for the 6 or so.
So the sales data, the point of sale system, and that data has to be released, but they haven't released it yet. We'll get it in Discovery, either from Crystal or somewhere else. So, like, I don't put, you know, again, it's very hard for Crystal to pay when she doesn't know, like, what she owes.
Or so weeks following the corporate takeover of the store, because if the sets are on shelves on 12/29, as we see there, if that is legitimate video from that date, that would mean for the prior 6 weeks they could have been selling inventory that, in my estimation, is very likely to have been Brian's, and those 6 weeks just so happen to be some of, if not the busiest of the year, including Black Friday and your Christmas rush.
Yes.
So a lot of inventory theoretically could have been sold during this time period. And all of that is to build into the what is false section of their statement here, where they say, quote, neither corporate nor the incoming owners, Josh Johnson and Brandon Best, ever took.
Yeah, you're right. If anyone knows, it's the Lego Queen, right? She worked there. It was on May 28th when they released the consignment point of sale system, but we have no data past 11/13/2024. Good to know, Colin. And cash, cash could have been just done like this, right? Like, it would be very interesting because there were 2 employees there under Crystal, which she actually went back to pay them to hear their side of the story during the takeover.
Or took, sold, or concealed this collection. Detailed inventory logs evidence that any collector items were already missing before we ever stepped foot inside. Which I don't know how they can say that if we have a picture where it shows one of the new guys that came in from corporate standing right behind a picture of the sets with the yellow sticker that would have been Brian's according to Crystal and Brian. I just cannot wrap my head around this statement. We have the 12/29 video showing tons of inventory on the walls, matching inventory that Brian allegedly had. We got pictures allegedly taken the night of the takeover where we can even see the guy in the background wearing the exact same outfit that show that inventory along with him in the background 12 minutes before she walks out of the store on the Ring camera. Like, I am at a loss for words. It is unbelievable to see this level of, like, incompetence in just accepting the...
So, like, what can damage BAM the most is if M&R Productions makes this type of video. Because he's big YouTuber on the Lego space. So there is a whole nother audience that BAM cares deeply about. And those are Lego collectors. People who actually buy Legos, who have displays like this, who buy Star Wars, right? You know, he's even got Goku, right? Goku, or whatever his name is here. This is the target demographic of individuals who, if they made a video that was anti-bricks and minifigs, would absolutely be catastrophical. MS Bricks, another person. I can make videos about Legos, but many of you don't even care about Legos. Many of you don't buy Legos. Many of you don't have any intention to buy Legos. Okay? Because we're a lawyer channel. So we're not a Lego channel. We are a law channel. So the percentage, probably 10% of you guys care about Legos, enough to go out buy Legos every week. But this guy and all his subscribers really care about Lego. They're the ones who are going to Bricks and Minifigs franchisees buying stuff. So when he makes a video, it is an absolute disaster for Bricks and Minifigs, right?
The reality of the situation wherein you can see the pictures and the video and come to a conclusion for yourself. Again, unless they are somehow claiming that in those 12 minutes, Crystal took all of those sets out of the back of the store and just took them. But then why wouldn't they say that and show that video? Like, I don't know. So to me, and I think 99.9% of the online community, it becomes pretty cut and dry here that the inventory, at least some of the inventory, was there.
You would think so, but this thing happened to Last Relic, almost identical. Brandon comes in, Josh comes in, they steal his store, they leave him with $500,000 of rent debt. Last Relic, we had him on interview. He said he reached out to all the big Lego people. He didn't reach out to Reckless Ben, right? Had he reached out to Reckless Ben, maybe Reckless Ben does a video on him. But according to Last Relic, not a single one of them wanted to help. One of them said they would help, but they need Last Relic to pay $1,500, right?
There. Now, whether or not Crystal sold a bunch of the inventory beforehand and didn't report that to Brian, that's what Bam is claiming, and that's still on the table. You know what? We're going to save that topic because it's actually somebody's question. So let's go ahead and get into the questions from y'all and statements. And the first one comes from Chris Landry, who says, did he get his Legos back? The simple answer to this one, of course, is no, he did not get his Legos back. And to me, it seems like he never will get his Legos back.
Yes,
in my opinion, the Lego sets have very likely been sold and no longer exist. Now, again, one of the big questions that's going to get played out in court is who exactly sold the sets and where did they go. But I don't think there's like a Bricks and Minifigs vault somewhere that has a $200,000 Lego Star Wars collection that they just have to give back to him. This might end up being the longest Ask him ever, because next from G. Williams, he says, what I don't understand is why BAM Corporate would burn down their entire brand image over the yearly salary of a single upper middle class.
What I don't understand is why BAM Corporate, 400 stores, 300 stores, something like this, would burn down their entire brand image. Oh, these are Lego people. These are Lego people asking Lego questions over the yearly salary of a single upper class middle employee.
To be very specific about which type of employee. And as this has dragged out, I don't get it either. I mean, we're talking about something that they've known about for quite some time, apparently, and we're seemingly working on behind the scenes, making an offer to Brian, this and that. I'm sure a bunch of time and money went into whatever that process was. And now, in the last couple of weeks, everything has hit the fan, and you're talking lawyer fees, PR firm probably, all of your employees at corporate spending time on this and doing whatever research or damage control they can. It's absolutely appalling, and the issue is not going away. The cost is going to continue to grow and grow.
And this is June 1st. We're in July 14th, and we're still talking about it. The cost is heavier and heavier every single day. Like, if the initial cost was, let's call it $80,000, why would you burn down everybody? You're not just burning down yourself, you're burning down all these franchisees. Some of them who signed up with you after this all happened and signed a 10-year contract. Wow. Like, is it worth this money? Like, I mean, God, like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, from a financial, legal, branding, PR. Like, come on, like, you cannot burn down your entire company and then all 300 franchisees for $80,000, guys.
Every day that this does not get resolved. Like, they need to fix this for Brian because he's the victim, make it not his problem, and then make it BAM's problem that they're out some amount of money and go after whoever they're out the money because of. And if they had done that behind closed doors before all this happened, you know, they could have then done the things that they said they're going to do in their statement, like having more rigorous...
Yes. There's no rationale where, like, a company would do this. We're talking about $80,000 here. If each of the 400 franchisees chipped in, what is it, $500? How much would each need to chip in? What, there's 400 or 300? $200. Okay, even less than I thought. But we'll, like, how many? Oh, let's look at it. Over 300. Okay, so we'll divide that by 300. Dude, if each Bricks and Minifigs franchisee chips in this much money, which isn't, this is less than 1% of the revenue monthly. Like, wow. Why would they do this to themselves?
Inventory tracking, which, yeah, maybe they need to do that. Maybe they do need better inventory tracking and stuff for the stores. Fence says, even if BAM isn't solely responsible, they're handling the situation horribly. Going around and making threats and bullying people makes them the villains. And yeah, as this has continued on, that much has become quite clear to me.
Oh, what's this?
BAM has acted just horrendously in a lot of ways. A lot of their public statements have... to say miss the mark would be quite a generous way to put it for me. Maybe a little bit of Lego Ambassador Network speak coming out there. I remember hearing those words a lot. Aaron says, whoever is to blame, the damage BAM has done to their own name and image has ruined them. It's completely destroyed and is literally on the news now. At every turn, BAM, speaking of it being on the news, I was shocked my mom didn't ask me about this over the weekend. I was sure it was going to get brought up at some point.
Yeah, this is funny.
Let's see. Well, the company's worth 400 million, so...
400 million. Yeah, it's so funny.
Let's see. Well, the company's worth 400 million.
Shout out Boats Afloat. That's hilarious. Company's worth 400 million. Oh, jeez. Oh, shout out Alco Based Network. Oh, I haven't watched this yet. I don't... This is a big one. I like this one a lot. We can play the video again, but I've already played it a million times. $13.2 million gone. Did they even have $13 million? Right? Life ruined. Oh, no, he's probably okay.
Point during Corey's graduation party. But yeah, anyway, at every turn, BAM made the worst and scummiest decisions that they possibly could, from making actual legal threats to just blatant rudeness and piss poor attitude. How many people now, because of this, will legit never go to a BAM store again? Probably a lot. And I have to agree with you on the back end there. I mean, I would assume that any creator, and there's a lot of prominent creators that have worked with BAM that aren't saying anything about this, but I assume that will be their stance.
Yeah. So M&R calls them out. There's a lot of prominent creators, and he's talking about Lego, who have worked with Bricks and Minifigs in the past, and they haven't called them out. That's what Last Relic says, and that's what I found. I found that a lot of these larger Lego content creators, who have worked with Bricks and Minifigs in the past, either individual stores or corporate, are refusing to call them out, right? Are refusing to call them out.
It's forever forward that they just will never say anything about this. And
yes, M&R Production is exactly correct. They will never say anything about this. They will just move on, talk about the newest Lego sets, and that's that, right? It's very sad to see. It's very sad to see.
And never make a sponsored video with BAM again or do any content at BAM. And so they're going to lose a lot on that end, right? Like,
yes, they're going to lose a lot of money in sponsorships, guys. There are a lot of, because Bricks and Minifigs is not like a tiny, like there's 10 of them in Houston. We looked, there's 10 of them in Houston. Like drivable for where I live. Like, this is a big company doing big sponsorships, big payouts. When you lose them as a sponsor, you're kind of fucked. Right? We don't have any sponsors, but from what I heard, sponsors pay as much as your ad revenue. So Amasaurus, right, who's coming from the UK to Arizona to celebrate the 100th opening, that is not free. That costs money to bring her out. That costs money to encourage her to do that video on your newest 100 location. MNR, he's real. He's a real one. He is a real one. My dudes, there are a lot of people in the LEGO community who have taken sponsorships in the past. Obviously, it's suicide to take sponsorship right now. Who are just going to move on, not say anything, hope it blows over, and hope they can be sponsored one time again. Right? Oh, Duck Bricks? Okay. Okay, Duck Bricks, right? Duck Bricks is a psychopath. I don't know who Duck Bricks is. But it seems like everyone in the LEGO community has done a sponsorship with them. Billy says, most of the big LEGO content creators are spineless jellyfish who will say anything if you give them free... Yes, correct. Zero ethics. Yeah, I agree, Billy. I agree. I 100% agree. Duck Bricks, that's the dude's name. Bricks and Minifigs? I visited the most insane used store with the widest... Oh, no. Oh, no. Bricks and Minifigs. Oh, he's in this area. He's in Washington. Oh, he goes to Arizona. Yes, he's going to Arizona, having a good time. World's biggest, used... Okay, is this Bricks and Minifigs? It kind of looks like... Oh, it's Bricks and Minifigs. So, yeah, this is what I'm trying to say. What was the second visit? This one? Yes. That's what I'm trying to say, guys. Like, this is what I'm trying to say. Previous to Bricks and Minifigs doing something bad, this guy made a lot of videos at Bricks and Minifigs. Yes? So, like, they're all kind of tied in together, really. Yeah, so I saw that. Well, we can watch it later. But they're all kind of tied in together. So the reason that Almond McNeff felt comfortable doing these interviews... He really did believe, and I think ACOB got hit the nail on the hammer. He really did believe that the LEGO community would come out and support him. Based on how much content they made, based on how much he supported them in the past. He didn't realize it would get as toxic as it got.
Like, I don't think I could even do a vlog a year from now and walk into a BAM store like I would have done any other time in the past. I've gone to BAM since like 2018, maybe was the...
But this is M&R Productions. He's gone to BAM in 2018. So he's been working with BAM, going to stores, collabing with them. Yeah, regardless of if they got paid or not, it's free advertising. Right? It's free advertising. Right? Billy says... we have a kid who comes in whose dad is a big creator. I figured he would come in and just take a picture of our small store his son enjoys. He said he couldn't do that. Oh, wow. Okay, so Billy says there is a big LEGO creator who comes in. His son likes his store, but he cannot even take a picture or promote Billy's store because he's being paid by Bricks and Minifigs. There you go, guys. There you go, right? Dux Bricks is a Lego master from the TV show. Oh, he's a TV celebrity. Okay. He has turned on BAM. Okay, let's see him turn on BAM. Wow, that's so sad. That is so sad. I hate to hear it, man. I hate to hear it. Let's see. Wow, 1 hour. We don't have 1 hour. Wow, 1
Hey
hour.
there, thanks for tuning into Duck Bricks. I'm Chris. I am in Australia right now. I have found all of the new June sets early, and it is also my birthday, May 29th today. And none of those are more important than the topic I am currently choosing to spend my time to sit down and talk about on video right now. And I hope that makes it very clear how serious, insane, and crazy this entire situation is. Now, obviously you can tell from the thumbnail and the title of this video what situation we are addressing. But for those not in the know,
Okay, so he's turned against them. Duck Bricks is now turned against them. M&R Productions has turned against them. Emmasaurus. What did Emmasaurus say about this? I heard Emmasaurus made a video against Bricks and Minifigs. Is that true? Oh, yeah, let's take a look. Oh, yes, this is her video.
It's kind of scary because that's not the
I think we watched it.
Sponsored TikTok that I posted. I was then featured in the Reckless Spend video investigation about Bricks and Minifigs. Hi, my name is Emily, and I've worked with Bricks and Minifigs on sponsored content probably more than anybody. I've been thinking a lot about how to go about this.
Okay. More than anybody. She's worked with them more than anybody on sponsored, which means paid, content.
And honestly, it's been so difficult. Do I stay silent? I've worked with Bricks and Minifigs a lot in the past. It feels weird to stay silent. I should say something. But what does that look like? And so here we are. I wanted to give my perspective on all of this. The scandal itself has been absolutely insane to see unfold online. I've been busy, I've been traveling, but my eyes have been glued to YouTube. What's happening next? What's being uploaded next? Is Brian gonna get his Legos back? But the weirdest part to me is that I know Ammon and Matt, the CEO and COO of Bricks and Minifigs.
She knows them.
We made it in. That's them in the background of this video.
Oh! Look at them. Amin's much fatter in this video. But it's him. You can tell by the mustache. He's growing his mustache out. This is Matt.
Welcome to the 100th Bricks and Minifigs grand opening.
Hi, welcome to the 100th Bricks and Minifigs store. Too crazy in here. Let's show you around a little bit, and then you can already see the line outside. There's already a ton of people here.
I was sponsored to travel to Arizona from Texas for the grand opening. And
yes. Okay, there you go. She was sponsored to travel. Sponsored to travel, guys. That means you were paid.
And there's Josh, the guy from all of this. He's the new owner. I was watching with my husband Ross, and we were like, wait, could it be that Josh? Like, there was no way. I was like, what? We did actually meet Josh and talk to him for a little bit.
Oh, no! He's trying... Oh, Josh! Trying to take over the store. Oh, my God. It's the same people. It's the same people over and over again. Josh Johnson is also here.
Bricks and Minifigs store opening in New Orleans.
Oh, no.
What all is gone versus... More on that in a little bit. Let's talk about Bricks and Minifigs. So for anyone out there who's new, who doesn't know me, I make Lego videos. It's probably obvious. And Bricks and Minifigs is a huge part of my origin story. I love Bricks and Minifigs. My first 2 Lego sets I ever owned came from Bricks and Minifigs. It was like a Women of NASA set, a Mystery Machine. And this was back in 2017. The store just opened.
Yeah, so this connection, like, you have to understand, the connection with Bricks and Minifigs runs deep. It runs deep, guys. It's not like a year or 2 years. It's like these content creators have met Amin McNabb, he met Matt McNabb, have met Josh Johnson. They know these guys, right? Without Bricks and Minifigs, she wouldn't be a Lego content creator, according to herself. Like, guys, this runs deep. They're, even MS Bricks, like, he did his thing about Bricks and Minifigs, right? It runs deep.
And it was awesome. Me and my husband have been going there. We love to shop. We love the store staff. We honestly just go there to hang out sometimes. I love talking with them, and like, we're not 20 anymore. We don't go to the bar. We go hang out at Bricks and Minifigs. It's fun while we're out of the house to stop in, see what kind of Lego they have, and chat. I like the people there. I also, over the years, have made a ton of sponsored content with Bricks and Minifigs, usually to local stores, sometimes with corporate. I did work with them for a period of time. And that Bricks and Minifigs content did really well on our channel. That's kind of like what we were known for a while.
Right. Like, look, Bricks and Minifigs, like, they're before this whole controversy, it actually is cool to make videos about them because they get good views because they have a nice they have a nice collection. You're helping a local independently run store, which we believed at the time.
jingle we would sing when we went. Bricks and minifigs. Bricks and minifigs. Bricks and bricks and bricks and minifigs. Bricks and minifigs. Bricks and minifigs. Bricks and bricks and bricks and minifigs. Minifigs. Bricks and bricks and bricks. That aged poorly. But people would watch our videos. They knew the song. They would come up to us at Lego conventions. If we saw them in person, they would come up to us literally just singing the song. They would tell us how they and their kids sing it on the way to their Bricks and Minifigs store. All this is just so sad.
So this is all like really good promotion. They even came out with a jingle for free. Right?
Because Bricks and Minifigs is where the local Lego community thrives. Now, I haven't been going as much as I used to. If you're new here, I have an 11-month-old baby. I stopped making videos with Bricks and Minifigs back in late 2024 because I had a bad pregnancy and leaving the house was hard. And now on the other side of that, now that we have an 11-month-old, leaving the house is hard. So we don't go as often as we used to.
Yes. Yeah, leaving, that makes sense.
We haven't made any videos with them in a very long time. But yeah, we've been to grand openings for Bricks and Minifigs.
No, look at this. She, again, according to herself, she has done more sponsored videos than anyone else, with corporate, with independent, and she found the time to make a video. So what excuse? And she has an 11-month-year-old. So making this video without, like, the 11-month-year-old, like, just crashing down, like, 11 months. They should be able to walk at that point, I think. And she has decided, hey, I gotta make a video. But so many other content creators, just like her, paid by Bricks and Minifigs, have not made such a video. We can make a list. Like, maybe my Discord can make me a list of popular YouTube content creators in the Lego space who have not come out and made a video. Because I think those people are expecting that after this blows over, maybe in like half a year, that they will, Armin McNeff is one of these type of people. He's probably never going to work with Amosaurus again. Because he probably feels betrayed. He's a very petty human being. He's very petty, guys. His dad is very petty. Like, this is a whole family of incredibly petty people. If you were to make a video against Armin McNeff, he would be very upset at you. And no more sponsorship, guys. No more sponsorship. Billy says, silence is cringe, but supporting this brand allegedly known for ripping people off before the Menzel deal isn't much better. You're telling me they didn't know about these 6% offers widely known. Yes, Billy. Actually, I was talking to Colin. We are in the market. If you are in Houston, so me and Colin cannot do this because we're obviously like, if you are in Houston and you want to recreate this video of us, I'm looking to hire you. So it's MSG Bricks, okay? MSG Bricks, okay? We want to recreate this video in Houston. So if you are a young kid, you got some Meta glasses or something like this, we want to recreate this video. I can supply you with the Legos, and we want you to go to every Houston Bricks and Minifigs and get us an accounting of, number one, what is the rate that they will buy, right? This is such a crazy video for so many different reasons, but we need a larger sample size. I will post it on my channel, and I'll pay you to do it.
So to recap, store number 1 offered us in cash 18% of the true value of our figures. Store number 2 offered 6%, store number 3 offered 19%, and store number 4 offered 10%. Also, this video isn't meant to criticize Bricks and Minifigs as a whole.
Again, yes, I want to know what their current offers are. If they're higher than like 6%.
Minifigs all over the country. I had a relationship with a lot of the stores around the country, like the local franchises. But some of those grand openings were sponsored by corporate, and I made a lot of sponsored content with corporate through the years, which after seeing
we need like a third party. We need a third party not associated with our brand at all. And then just make the video. And I really want to know, that's a dying question I have. Are they still offering 6%? Are they still offering 6%? Because it seems kind of like ridiculous to do at this time. But maybe they are. Right?
Seeing all of this unfold is so weird to think about, but that's what happened. That's what it was. But when my daughter was born last July, they sent us this huge baby care package.
Oh, wow.
Actually, so.
Oh, wow. Bricks and Minifigs sent her a care package when her daughter was born. Dude, their relationship with this woman is tight. I can tell you when my daughter was born, we didn't get shit. We got gifts from our family and friends, but we didn't get no sponsorship, man. Oh, that's a huge package, man. That is a huge package of toys.
She's so generous. So this is just...
Yeah. Look at how big that box is. That's huge.
Daughter was born last July.
Look at this. It's 2 boxes of stuff. Holy moly. Does she have like a video on this? What did they give her?
They sent us this huge baby care package. Like,
wow. Look at the size of that thing. And that's only box 1.
It was actually so generous. So this is just...
So generous. It's almost like you're an influencer. And they're trying to influence the influencer. Oh. All right. If Bricks and Minifigs pays me $80,000, which I'll just give to Brian Menzel, I too will be a new Amosaurus. I'll make a little jingle. I'll paint my nails. And all we'll do is promote the shit out of Bricks and Minifigs. There's 10 of them that I can promote.
It's wild seeing all of this internet drama about these people that I, like, kind of know. Are we friends? No, we're not friends. We've, like, emailed and we've met, I think, twice in person. The people at BAM Corporate that were featured in the Reckless Ben video, I did not have emails back and forth with. I was usually working with, like, people below them, I guess, like their marketing team. I've worked a lot closer with my local Bricks and Minifigs.
Not with Kai. It's kind of how, like, Chris has, like, this t-shirt. Not Amanda. Not Kai, right? Like, you gotta think about this for a moment in time. Why not send Amosaurus this gift? Oh, how much money do you think this is? I know baby shit is expensive as hell. You're never gonna believe how much this baby shit cost. This baby shit is expensive as hell. Anything, when they put baby on it, it's like twice the price. I was talking to my doctor, and she has what's it called, like infant Tylenol or children's Tylenol? It's the same thing. But infant Tylenol, because it's called baby Tylenol, is like twice as expensive, and a bottle is like half the size. Let me like, I would think this is look, there's 2 boxes, okay? I would think this is like $1,000 or $2,000 of stuff. No? No? Yeah, baby shit is super expensive for no reason, but it is. So, like, how come, what, okay, why don't we, instead of giving Amosaurus $2,000 of shit, just make payment towards Brian Menzel? Like, why? Yeah, Mark Nemi should have paid. They literally sent a baby care package to her during the same period of time. So this was the same period of time Brian Menzel. This was, her baby is 11 months old. Like, they knew she had a baby. 2, they send this package, which is huge, by the way. Look how big this thing is. Holy moly. So they had 2 choices. Give influencers more free stuff that they don't need or want, or pay Brian Menzel the money. And they chose to give influencers the free stuff.
It was actually so generous. So this is just wild seeing all of this internet drama about these people that I...
So generous. So generous.
I, like, kind of know. Are we friends? No, we're not friends. We've, like, emailed and we've met, I think, twice in person. The people at BAM Corporate that were featured in the Reckless Ben video, I did not have emails back and forth with. I was usually working with, like, people below them, I guess, like their marketing team. I've worked a lot closer with my local...
Oh, no. Everyone's saying, oh, it's good PR. Yeah, it's good PR. But what is more important, Amosaurus or Reckless Ben? You could have avoided this whole situation for $80,000. I'm positive during this year, you paid more than $80,000 to these influencers for their plane tickets, their hotels, their fees, right? There's no way a plane ticket is less than $1,000 from the UK. And it's not just for her, it's also for her husband, right? Her husband's also you also gotta pay the plane ticket, right? So, like, what was a better move? Paying $80,000 to Amasaurus and the rest of the influencers, or Brian Menzel, right?
Bricks and Minifigs, who, as y'all know, have nothing to do with the drama. I live in Austin, Texas. And then there's Josh. I mentioned him earlier, so I don't really know him well at all. I don't know Ammon and Matt that well, like, on a personal level. Again, it's like a business relationship, but, like, Josh, we briefly met. It was at a Bricks and Minifigs grand opening in New Orleans. That city is awesome, by the way. We had, like, such a great time exploring the city. Food's great. But we chatted with Josh for, like, maybe 5 minutes at the opening. He was, like, in this back room with a lot of, like, cool old retired sets, which is, like, obviously what we want to...
God, Josh. So Josh is in a back room with the old retired sets. That sounds familiar.
Showcase in our video. And this was sometime in 2023, maybe like early 2024. But how I remember the conversation going was he said that he was there with Bricks and Minifigs, presumably corporate, to see how grand openings work, get a feel for things, kind of like experience it before he wanted to purchase a handful of franchises. My husband was there with me and he told Josh, like, oh, that's so cool. Like, we know someone in San Antonio that owns 2 stores. That's crazy. That's really cool. Is that what you're looking to do? And Josh was like, no. More like 25 to 50, which was crazy. Like that.
Oh, God, Josh. Josh is such an idiot. Dude, I think Josh is psychopathically a liar.
That's the 100th Lego store had just opened. This guy wants to open 25 to 50. I feel like that's probably not happening now. I don't know how that's going for him or if he actually ended up buying any other stores. He owned the one in Salem, the one that's featured in all the videos. Yes. Not only was 25 to 50 stores crazy to hear, again, like the 100th store just opened, but like that raised red flags to us because Bricks and Minifigs, the vibe there is that it's like family owned, it's local, each one has its own kind of personality, they build their own community.
Yeah, it's like each family owns one. Why does he need to own 25 of them? It makes no sense.
It's not like McDonald's franchise where when you walk into a McDonald's, it's hopefully like the same thing everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Bricks and Minifigs is a little bit local, a little bit unique. And that was always part of the charm to it. So yeah, hearing someone wants to buy 50 stores, they're probably in it for the money. They're probably not there to help cultivate the Lego community in their local area. And that was kind of scary.
Yeah, that's very scary. I agree with everything Emersaur says at this point, yeah.
Because that's not the direction we wanted Bricks and Minifigs to go. But yeah, we didn't really think much about this conversation with Josh until like we saw him pop up on the Reckless Ben YouTube video. Like that was kind of wild. So all of that to say, knowing these people is really uncomfortable. I don't like it. I've never like seen internet drama of people that I know. That's weird. That's a weird experience to have. But that's also why I wanted to sit down and make this video, is because I have a relationship with them. I've been sponsored by them for many years. My husband even has like Bricks and Minifigs aprons.
Yeah, look at that. Look at this. He's BBQing. Shout out to BBQ. Oh my God. Somebody get this for BBQ. Guys, somebody get this. I don't know how we get this, but somebody get this for BBQ. And every time BBQ makes a video, we'll force him to wear it. We'll like super chat him until he has to wear it. Dude. Somebody screenshot this right now. Someone screenshot one of this. Put it on Discord and tag BBQ. I did not know they made this, right? I did not know they made this. Holy moly, man, guys. That is awesome. That is awesome. We need this right now.
We live in Texas and he'll wear that when he's grilling. But the other day when we went to grill, we said, maybe not this apron today.
Oh,
maybe not. Okay, so for anyone that needs a quick summary of the situation, I'll make this quick. I assume everyone's seen something about this online.
Is it on eBay? I'll order it for him. He's just gotta give me his address. BBQ Bricks and... No, it's called an apron. I know what it's called. Bricks and Minifigs apron. Okay. Nope. Bricks and Minifigs. Can I buy a t-shirt from them? Maybe at their local store. What is this? This doesn't look like Bricks and Minifigs. Roll for initiative. They're doing Dungeons and Dragons now? Oh, yeah, that's weird. Alright. Somebody find that, and then we can buy it.
At least one of the videos, or a recap. A family, the Manzells, consigned a very large LEGO Star Wars collection to a Bricks and Minifigs.
Oh, it's a official BAM employee uniform. When did I say England? I said she flew from England, guys. Dude, chat is like so dumb sometimes. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on. She flew from England to go to the 100th. That's it. That's the only time I said England.
Franchise location. This was in Salem, Oregon. That franchise changed ownership, and now the family has been unable to get their collection or the money from their collection back. The numbers are being disputed. It looks like the actual value is probably closer to $100,000. This $200,000 number has been thrown around everywhere. It's probably just like some marketing hype that was posted from the original owner of that location on like Facebook to advertise the sets when they came in. The LEGO sets are essentially missing. The blame's being passed around everywhere. And I've watched BAM's messaging. BAM equals Bricks and Minifigs, by the way. BAM, Bricks and Minifigs. BAM's messaging has shifted all over the place, and honestly, I don't really care who authorized it or like the nitty gritty of it. What I care about and what happened here is a family trusted this business with their LEGO collection, something that was very valuable and mattered to them in their future. And they were wronged. They were spoken down to by Bricks and Minifigs.
No, she didn't fly to England, you idiots. Look, she had to go to the Arizona. Look. Do we need to watch the TikTok again? God, we literally watched the video. How can none of you like have any comprehension of like what happened in the video? We literally watched the video. Holy moly, guys. Let's watch the video again. Let's pay attention, guys.
My favorite place.
Let's pay attention to the video, which we watched together. Holy shit, the people are still...
To buy retired LEGO sets is opening their 100th store today.
I flew in from London to...
My favorite place to buy retired LEGO sets is opening their 100th store today.
I flew in from London to...
Be here. This is the grand opening of Bricks and
This is the grand opening of Bricks Minifigs.
Minifigs Red Mountain in Phoenix. They even have
Phoenix, Arizona. Guys. She flew in from London. London is the capital of the United Kingdoms. It's England, okay? She flew over from London to go to Phoenix, Arizona in the US to attend the 100th Bricks and Minifigs. I have alleged that she got paid to be here. Guys. Are you stupid? We literally watched this video together, and half the chat thinks she flew. No, guys, no. The 100th Bricks and Minifigs is in Phoenix, Arizona. Okay? She flew. Let's watch it again, guys. Let's watch it again.
This is the grand opening of Bricks and Minifigs Red Mountain in Phoenix. They even have this giant inflatable...
It says paid. It says paid partnership right here. I didn't notice that. And the very small print, it says paid partnership.
It's opening their 100th store today.
I flew in from London to be here.
This is the grand opening of Bricks and Minifigs Red Mountain in Phoenix.
Okay. London. Okay. I'm going to keep this up here in case we have any more chat people thinking that they're like smarter than I am. Okay? Because, no, guys.
Minifigs corporate and put through what seems like a literal nightmare trying to get the money from their collection or their collection back so that they can sell it and get money from that to pay for, I think it's the father's medical bills and then the grandkids' college. I don't know. They're trying to put that money towards their future. That was like their life savings. The Mansell family trusted Bricks and Minifigs with this and they deserve to be made right. Full stop. Now here's where I need to talk about something that's not getting enough attention. There's a lot of people out there that aren't necessarily LEGO fans that are like really invested in this, and something you need to understand is that like your local Bricks and Minifigs franchise locations have literally nothing to do with this except for that one location in like Salem, Oregon.
No, I would contest that. I would say that they're sponsoring this behavior because 7% of their, and again, 1% is national advertising, but according to their own financial records, they don't even spend all that 1% on national advertising. So 7% of gross revenue is going directly to corporate. So that's the connection, yeah?
That location is what this is about. No other location is involved as far as we know. The owners of those locations,
So
as well as all...
Again, that's not true. 7% of all gross revenue. So if you buy a Lego from Bricks and Minifigs today for $100, $7 of that goes to Almond McNeff, right? It does, right?
All the employees there probably hate this as much as you do. They are not having a good time, but they've been experiencing so much hate and it really sucks to see it. Bricks and Minifigs stopped answering the phone because they were getting death threats. That's wild. There's teenagers who work there. It's like a summer job. They don't deserve that. Yesterday I saw footage of a fist fight in Bricks and Minifigs. I don't know what that was about.
Oh my
God.
God.
Crazy. And then this morning...
Yeah, one customer fighting another customer at Bricks and Minifigs. Very family friendly. Like, that video is gonna do way more damage than, like, anything I can do, right? Holy moly.
I woke up and saw another post from a different franchise owner where the glass door, the entrance...
This is my local one. This is Mile-Land. This is Mile-Land.
To their building, the glass door was shattered, and I believe they were robbed. But in their caption on that post, they were also sharing their frustration with the scandal and corporate. So they're not happy about it either, which really sucks for them. And knowing all of this, it's really sad to see these stores being vandalized, but I understand the frustration. I get it. But something to keep in mind while trying to figure out how to maybe channel your frustration is that the Bricks and Minifigs franchise owners, they have NDAs. They're contractually prohibited against speaking out against corporate. And this isn't information I got from a local Bricks and Minifigs. This is just kind of like well known in...
Yes, they have NDAs. They literally cannot speak out against corporate or they will lose their franchise. But like, is that fair? Does that sound like they're very independent, right? No, it doesn't sound like they're very independent at all if they don't even have freedom of speech. Guys, they don't even have freedom of speech because they sign NDAs. Even if they really felt like they should speak out, they can't. They delete it in like 4 hours. Again, there is a, there's not a single Bricks and Minifigs franchise that has spoken out yet. Now, again, there are these, secret unions and secret things, and they're leaking stuff, right? But there's not a single Bricks and Minifigs on the record. No. Cargo Killer, it is London, England. Even if it's London, Ontario, Canada, it would still be really far away to take a plane from that place to Phoenix, Arizona, just for a grand opening of a Bricks and Minifig store, right? Yes, we've only heard from former owners. There is not a single owner that is going to go on the record today because they're all afraid, right? They are all afraid, man. And and then let me ask you, is that independence? Is that being independent? That they literally took your freedom of speech. Let me ask all the cowboys and mavericks and rogues and all these people, guys. London, China, Alex the Fiction. Let me ask, is this independence when you can't even speak out against an injustice? Right? Is this being a cowboy? Is this being a rogue? Is this really what you want to sign up for, guys? You literally cannot speak out against an injustice that happened because you signed a franchise agreement. Yikes. Yikes. And you are constantly having to pay 7% back to corporate, right?
The community. Those restrictions they have only gotten tighter through all of this, so I guess please don't go into your local store and vandalize or shout at them. They legally can't, like, respond or, like, speak on this. All of these locations sign into multi-year contracts and deals when they take on that franchise name. The stores can't just become, like, Texas Brick Company or Austin Brick Company and just drop the bricks and minifigs from their name. Like, that is really...
Yes, that is true. What he's saying is true. But what is not true is we can do a good job. Chris should be the one who's leading. Do not buy a Bricks and Minifigs franchise today. They are still actively selling, actively advertising their franchises. And I believe most people are signing up. Like, there was a dude who just became a franchisee a month ago. He just signed a contract less than a month ago, and he opened his store. And they're leaving, like, fake reviews, right? So, like, I'm telling you right now, yes, what he said is true. If you cannot get, but you can warn people not to become a franchisee. Okay? Like this store. This store literally opened a month ago. So this guy didn't know what was happening. They're leaving, these employees and stuff like this, right? He literally opened a month ago. He could have got out. But he didn't, because he probably didn't know what the hell was happening. So I agree with her. If you signed a contract, you're basically screwed. But there are still people signing contracts right now. Bricks and Minifigs is still running ads right now on Facebook. How can I see ads? They're running ads right now on Facebook. I made a video about it. They're spending money on Facebook running ads today. Yeah, look, if you signed it like 5 years ago, okay, whatever, right? You're trapped. But if you signed it a month ago, could it be avoided? I don't know. I mean, it seems like to me it could be avoided.
Is really not going to be possible for a lot of these places. And I want to be very clear here. I am not sympathizing with Bricks and Minifigs corporate. I am sympathizing with those franchise owners that are really just being held hostage through all of this and dragged through this scandal. They're being held hostage by this corporation. So, to Ammon and Matt, I'm really hoping this video gets to you. I think you're subbed to Emesaurus. You know me, and you know that I don't normally make videos like this. I do not take this lightly. The messaging from corporate has been confusing. It has shifted a lot. It looks like the blame is being placed.
No. They're still running ads right now to get people in. Let me show you. Where was that thing, like, Facebook ad transparency? Like, oh, it's called Ad Library. Okay, perfect. I can type in the company here. All ads, okay. I can type in the company. They were running ads like for franchises just a few days ago. They're still trying to get people to run ads. Okay, here we go. These are ads. Bricks and Minifigs. What's it called? North America or something? Do they have locations in Canada and Mexico? Okay, North America. Is this them? BAM Franchising North America? Holy shit, there's a lot of BAM franchises. Okay, they don't have an ad right now, but they were running ads before. I don't know what video it was, but I have a video of it. They were running ads before, like recent. I think I was alive. Like, I don't know. I don't know which one it is. Maybe it's on here. Let's see if I can find it. I know somebody took a screenshot of it. Oh, yeah, it's this one here. It's 6 days ago. This was their ad 6 days ago. We were making fun of the chicken thing. So 6 days ago, literally 6 days ago, Bricks and Minifigs, North America. Imagine owning the business where generations connect through creativity. Bricks and Minifigs franchisees don't just run stores. They become cornerstones of their community, hosting parties, camps, and events that families cherish. If you have the capital, leadership skills, and vision to operate a professional retail franchise, we want to talk. Number 1 Lego-focused franchise. And then it's a little chicken suit. Proven business model, affordable franchise startup cost. Okay. This is the chicken suit. This is right after Part 3 dropped, and Ben wanted them to do the chicken dance. So you can't tell me they are still not open to getting more franchisees. That's their business model. I don't think their business model is to sell lots of Legos. I think their business model is to sell lots of franchises. Right? You know what? Yeah, why don't we actually call them and see that we want to start one? Oh, okay. 7 says it was a recycle ad that was automated. It was not a response to Ben. It was taken down quickly when they realized it could be misconstrued. I've run probably $1 million in Facebook ads. And to run this ad, you have to pay money. So I don't think it was automated. To run any ads, you have to set a budget. You have to set a daily ad spend if it's not a budget, right? So I'm positive they're still running ads because it's impossible for them to run the ad without approving the ad. So maybe they didn't mean to run this ad, but I'm positive they meant to run an ad. Yes? Yes, their current strategy. Find people on Facebook, guys. Find people on Facebook. And remember, this was only 6 days ago. So it's to run an ad, you have to pay Facebook money, which means you either have to set a budget, a weekly, daily, whatever, or you have to set a daily spend. So this wasn't done by mistake. Somebody actually had to put a credit card in. Or a credit card already had to be put in for them to run the ad. Yeah, they're targeting people on Facebook now. So, and according to one person that started, yeah. So they're not, obviously this is not a YouTube ad, right? This is not a YouTube ad. This is an ad for Facebook. So maybe they're hoping to get Facebook people to sign up. Oh, yeah, hanging 808. I think this is pretty much the last question. Okay, 7. Okay, let me read a question. Could the franchises go to FTC? Yes. To complain about BAM seemingly omitting and misrepresenting material items like litigation for fraud and tax lien? Yeah, absolutely. They should. They should. Yeah, I'm not saying this is an ad. They may have already made this ad, but they still chose to run the ad, right? They still chose to run the ad because there's... yeah, Almond probably uses Facebook. Thank you for the $5 hanging 808. Okay, good talk, guys. Good talk. It's time for me to eat food again. It's that time, that annoying time where I get really hungry and mad, right? But yeah, we will... we'll talk to you guys tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow. And I'll order some food for myself because I'm so hungry right now. Yeah, now is the time I get really cranky. because I'm so hungry. Anyway, thank you guys for joining in. Thank you, Crystal, for joining in. We always like to have Crystal. Thanks, Billy, BBQ. We know what gift to get BBQ now, right? All right. Bye, guys.